Guess who's graduating next week?
Is it me?
Yay!
6 days from now.
Yeah.
Future congratulations, Lee. So
finally, they're letting women graduate.
Exactly. You're letting women have education now. It's insane, really. Yeah. So welcome back to your Beer Analysis 101. Your host Maxwell Starr. Tonight, of course, we're celebrating this lady, the Lady of the Lee, who is graduating. What exactly is you're graduating for? I know it's education. Bachelor of Education. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. You spent how long? 4 years?
My 4th time that I graduate, which is great. It makes me sound super fancy.
Yeah. And based on her shirt, she's got a major in fisting.
Jesus Christ, Greg. All right. So, you know what? Actually, I'm going to put Lady Lee back on here. We're drinking beers.
You, hit you, kick you, punch you. I don't know.
But are you going to perhaps fist me?
So,
this is my pride shirt. Thank you very much.
All right, so
take pride.
We are drinking beers in honor of Lee. You know what? Lee's on screen right now. So Lee's the maid of honor here tonight. So I'm actually going to circle back around to the other people.
She's probably the bride based on the analogy.
Yeah. So Brandon.
All right. Hey.
How you doing tonight? What did you bring? What beer did you bring that reminds you of Lee?
I got one from Nine Locks. It's called Pesh Fuse Peach Sour. That's hard to see there, but from Nine Locks in Dartmouth. I haven't had it before. I think it's like brand new. My buddy Will at the liquor store said that he just thinks they just came out like a couple days ago, or he just first seen them the other day.
Yeah.
For us anyway.
Channeling Lady Lee's love of peaches.
And sours.
There you go. All right. Cool beans. Let's go over to Mr. Greg. Hi, Greg. How you doing?
Oh, well, Nick, to be honest, I've been drinking today in the sun, and I was having a nice nap, and my wife woke me up and said, "Get going, it's beer anal." So I'm still a little tired, to be honest. But you know what?
That's not what she meant by anal time.
No, it actually is the only anal she wanted. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do, and I got to celebrate Lady Lee's independence of whatever she's celebrating. So. And as a strong, independent woman, she's gonna get to pick my beer for tonight. So I've actually got 2 strong options. I'd say these are both potentially good beers. So they are both from Third Moon. So our first choice is triple IPA, Return to Nothingness, 10.5%. All right, looks like an evil owl going on. Or now I know normally she doesn't go for this style, but maybe she will, because it is a chocolate cake imperial stout.
Okay, yeah,
which is actually a birthday, 11.5%.
Not my birthday. So you're definitely going for that one, because stout.
All right, we're going for the triple IPA. Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'll have this for Dan's celebration. Dan, what are we celebrating for your?
Dan's not here, man.
Oh, come on, Dan. Why aren't you here celebrating?
I'm very curious to see that birthday beer, though.
Well, all right, at some point it will be consumed.
All right, so I think it's my turn to introduce the beer. First of all, I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Tonight, I got a special beer that I picked up at the liquor store, which is... I felt like celebrating with something corked in cage for Lady Lee. This is a 3 Fontenay's Old Goose from 2019.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 6.4% ABV, brewed and bottled, it says bottling date, January 21st, 2019, which is roughly a year before I met Lady Lee. So I'm pretty sure it may be 6 years old, 6.5 years old at this point, but look, it's good until 2039. There we go. That's more than enough time to drink this beer. Yeah, so enough. I'll introduce what this is later. We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go back over to Lady Lee and see what beer that she brought in honor of herself.
Do we want to? We hear me okay? my audio?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right. All right. If anyone remembers what I brought for my last celebration beer for my last graduation, because you guys have experienced 2 graduations now. But I said that I was saving a bottle, and I was saying next time I graduate, I'm going to drink this. So I did that. Exactly that. I have saved this bottle now for 2 years to have this exact.
Oh,
all right, yeah.
That's that Rush. Oh fuck! Who makes those? It's
Henderson.
Henderson.
Is this different than the one you reviewed last time?
Nope, it's the same bottle. I grabbed them.
Same one.
I love them. I have kept this one for 2 years because I said I'm gonna drink this the next time I graduate.
I forget
what's that bottle.
What's that? Yeah, just pull it out of the fridge. What is it called again?
Moving Pictures.
Moving Pictures. Is it actually pictures or pictures?
Yeah, pictures. Like, see pictures? You see that picture?
Moving
That's
Pictures.
cool. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Very, very clever take. Yeah, it's something they got in Ontario. Like,
it does not exist anymore. It was a edition.
Rush the band had a collaboration with Henderson Brewing in Ontario.
Oh, really?
They had a bunch of Rush beers. They had a Rush lager that showed up here in a gold can with a red star on it. These never showed up here. I do have a bottle. I think Greg might have sent me of one of the fancier beers, like one of Lady Lee's got, but not this one. This is the one Lady Lee likes.
Okay.
I can't remember.
I had the other one too. I preferred this one over that one. Anyways, this one is a Belgian style extra strong pale ale with a Pinot Noir must. It is 10%. And yes,
that's a good percent.
I had literally been saving it. I told you that I was going to save it for this particular day, and here it is.
Nice.
This is 2 years in the making.
What year did they come out with? Like 2023?
I think so. It was 2022 or 2023. No, 2023.
All right. Sure. Sounds good.
We'll see how it goes. But
now, Greg, are you drinking 2 beers for Lee, or are you drinking just the one?
I think I'll just have the one. She doesn't seem too enthused by the stout. Also, I don't know if my liver can handle it.
Yeah. Okay. I had a backup second beer in case you were doing 2 beers, but I won't.
Just do it.
Okay, I'll do 2 beers then.
All right.
My wife's gonna hate you tonight, but okay, I'll do 2 beers.
Greg's gonna crack open
what Lady Lee wants, Lady Lee gets tonight.
It's a power of titties.
So you want me to introduce my second beer there, Lady Lee?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Not to comment that you're that when I look at you, I think of beaver, but I also feel like when I look at you, you're glorious and free and very super Canadian. This is glorious and free. It's a collaboration beer between Trailway and Dominion City in Ottawa.
Oh, that's cool.
6.5% ABV. It's New England style IPA, I believe. Which in by itself is not all that interesting, but it's a really cool kind of. I love the label where it's got these kind of like fighting beavers.
Oh yeah, that's sweet.
That is cool.
100%, 1000% Canadian made. What?
Ghost Beaver Kick.
Yeah, Ghost Beaver Kick. There you go. I knew there was a reason I brought this. All right, so let's circle back around and ask histories on this. And I think we already got like a description from Brandon what his history is.
I don't know too much. I know it's from Dartmouth. I've only been there once. And I think it opened like
to 9 locks. You've been to Dartmouth lots.
What?
You've been to Dartmouth lots.
Oh yeah, no.
9 locks on the other hand.
I think it came out a little after my daughter was born, so between like 2012 and 2014. But yeah, I don't really know much else about it. I know they used to have a restaurant and then ended up opening a brewery and just a couple guys. That's really all I know.
That's cool.
But out of all the other breweries down there, yeah, it's the one I went to the least. I've been to most of the others more, but
you've been there more times than I have.
Yeah.
Forget it. Is 9 locks in Dartmouth?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. let's pan back over to Greggy.
So no, I've not had this beer before. Also, this is I mean, this is a hazy of the hazy. Like you cannot see through that. So I've had the brewery a few times. Back when I used to live in Etobicoke, a restaurant during COVID, when all the laws changed and all that. Our favorite beer bar that, of course, had to close temporarily. They were allowed to do their beer takeout. And they actually stocked some Third Moon products. I'd have to actually look up and see which ones they were. But I did try a bunch of their stuff because whenever we got takeout to try to support them, I'd be like, okay, whatever. I mean, they're charging me like $10 for the stupid can. But yeah, I kind of wanted to support them and all that because I really like the place. So I usually buy a few Third Moon beers when we'd get takeout from them. And it didn't matter because they closed down anyway and they're shut forever. So, oh well, I guess don't bother supporting your local establishment. It won't make a difference. But anyways, Third Moon itself, it's been a while since I've had their stuff because their stuff's generally not available at the LCBO, and they are kind of a hype brewery, kind of like they kind of remind me of Bellwoods, except they're not in the middle of Toronto. They're in Milton. And so happens I go mountain biking in Milton. So on the way back yesterday, I tried to hit up Orange Snail, which is another brewery there, which nobody knows about them. They're actually not a bad brewery. Literally on my way back, and I go there, and they're closed. Their website doesn't say that. The website doesn't say no. Like just closed yesterday. Like just their website says they're open Tuesday to Sunday, closed Mondays. And then I go there, they don't seem to be open, and somebody just on the door just literally covered up the Tuesday thing and said close. I'm like, well, fuck you guys, put it on your website, you idiots. But so anyway, they didn't get any of my money yesterday, but Third Moon got my money, so I bought I think 12 beers from them. That cost me $75, which not a cheap brewery at all. And they're no strip mall or anything, so it's not like Bellwoods where they're paying for premium space, but they're definitely charging premium prices. But anyways, yeah, that's my history / rant / complaint, and that's the beer I'm having. Triple. I had a beer yesterday. I think it was called Boneyard, and apparently they have a double Boneyard, triple Barnyard. But sadly, I only have the original Boneyard, and I'd actually be really cool to try the same beer in both single, double, and triple format. I hope to one day. Life goals. I know.
Taking Lady to the Boneyard, huh?
You said it, not me.
Okay, thank you, Greg.
I'm not disagreeing, though.
All right, so I'm going to talk about my my first beer. I've had beers from Three Fountains before. I think I've had the Creek and I've had the Goose, I'm pretty sure, but I don't have any Belgium.
Okay.
Limbeek Valley region of Belgium. This is literally one of the finest lambics from Belgium. They're kind of like an open fermented beer from Belgium, like the way they brew it is they brew it in big open vats, and literally let the air in from outside of the building into the brewery to help inoculate the beer with yeast from naturally occurring yeast from that region, which gives the beer its unique flavor. It's a very old school style of brewing. And the concept with Goose is they take several different batches and then blend them together. This one's just straight lambic, but it's multiple vintages of it blended together to form an old Goose. And I was actually reading I'm on Untappd and taking a look at variants of this beer. This one specifically is batch number 31 from 1819. So 2018, 2019. It's probably close to the tail end. But yeah, and of course, being a naturally fermented beer, it's probably its character is going to change every time. It's like Lady Lee, her character changes every time.
Wow. Yeah, last week she was a bigot. Now she's cool.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, anyway, one of the biggest things before I open this beer I want to do is just because this is literally one of the ones that's got... I love cork bottles. I love doing the fucking...
Do it!
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Nick, that thing just landed behind you. That was great.
It did. It's on the floor next to me. I love the fact that actually you can see it come back down.
Unless I was muted and I was saying a bunch of stuff, so it's great. Everyone just
All right, look at that. Nice.
Sure, something. Fuck you, Greg was said.
Yeah,
not.
I mean,
I got excited.
Oh, look at that! That is a gorgeous lambic. I love lambics, man. They're like the original sour, basically.
Ah.
I'll get into this guy later, but I will talk about the history. I mean, of course, I've got an extensive history with Trailway. Lady Lee knows that. Dominion City, I've had some beers from before.
You like Trailway?
Yeah, I like Trailway. Dominion City, on the other hand, I haven't had anything from them since like Guy Lachance, the beer Guy, or Drinking in Canada. He lives near Dominion City. He's brought some beers from Dominion City. Like, I think didn't they make one that was like a fruity beer called Super Fuzz Guy? I think I brought a bottle of that back to Scott.
I mean, we can get Dominion City here. Like they'll ship to. They ship. Well, they are in Ontario. I think they ship to Toronto-ish area. So aren't they the ones that did like Two Evils or something? And then Nick was bitching that I didn't get him that beer one year, and I got him the one next year, and then he was happy, but he still bitches at me.
Oh, I always bitch.
Between Two Evils, that's the one they made. I think they do that every year or something. They're not bad. I mean, I put orders to them every once in a while. I think they have like free shipping after $100 or something. They have decent beer.
All right, so I'm gonna put Leah on briefly to talk about her history with this one, although I think she pretty much already did.
So this came out in 2022, and we did had to be 10% or higher review.
Okay, and
yeah, this is the one I picked. Sorry, this is not 10%. This is like 11.9. This is 11.9%. Anyways, it was this and Crest. It was those two that I was choosing. And was like, you have to drink this one. This one sounds a lot better than Crest. Because I didn't know what Crest was. I was kind of like in the beginning of my drinking.
I thought it was toothpaste,
yeah. No. It was a 10% beer.
Yeah, I remember.
Anyways, I drank this and was obsessed with it. I thought it was the most delicious beer I had up to date. It got 10s across the board for me when I drank it. And it was Ashley who said, if you age it, you should age it. You see if it tastes better if you age it. So that is the reason why I kept this bottle for 2 years. I was like, I have a graduation coming up. It's going to be a perfect time to try it again. So that is my history with beer. Had it multiple times. I'm slightly obsessed with it. It's quite exciting to be able to open this bottle today. Bottle. But I'm sad. I am very sad. I see he's in the comments, but I'm very sad that Rob can't be here with me tonight. He is currently driving home, so he won't be able to enjoy this with me.
Wow, Rob should have come and joined me in the basement today, but he didn't want to. I guess Rob doesn't like anal.
He wanted to come and see me. He misses me, Greg.
I mean,
so he's coming home.
Why have one when you can have both?
Speaking of people that miss us, Beers for Days is in the chat saying cheers. Hey, Beers for Days. Cheers, buddy.
That's my history. That's all I was going to say.
I forgot to talk. I'm going to talk a little bit my beer here because I forgot to read a label on the back here. Because it's really got some kind of description of what a goose is. So, Three Fontaine Old Goose is a blend of 1, 2, and 3-year-old lambics. Bottle fermented, unfiltered, and unpasteurized.
Ooh, sorry.
This particular Old Goose has been blended with lambics from 7 different barrels and originating from 7 different brews. The weighted average age of this blend while bottling was 21 months and consists of 45% old lambic. So it's like old lambic and new lambic mixed together. And it really turns it into a super complex recipe for a beer. There's a lot of effort put into this thing.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work.
I mean, super tasty, but yeah, it's definitely unique.
Really good quality though.
What?
Probably good quality though. Probably all the ingredients are all.
Like this one, this was this bottle. What was it? How big is this? It's like 375 mils, I think. I don't know if it actually says 375 mil. This bastard was $15.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this was $500, and it was when I bought it. I think it was closer to $10.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it, and that's really kind of the same. This is the same idea they were going for with this, like a Belgian style lambic or sour style. I'm assuming if it's sour, I can't remember if it was or not. You're about to tell us.
Super fancy, just like me. I'm so fancy.
You so fancy. You so fancy.
In my like $5 shorts that I got so excited about.
Wow. Hey, $5 shorts are a good value.
I was at Giant Tiger, and they had these shorts that had pockets, which I understand that for some whatever reason, men have pockets and everything. It's not an issue for you.
Yeah.
Women
don't. Yeah.
I could not survive. Yeah, that's wild.
It is
It's a thing.
the bullshit. The worst thing ever. Absolute worst thing ever. Is you buy a pair of pants, or you see a pair of pants, like, fuck yeah, they got pockets. You go to put your hands in them, and you're like, these are just pretend pockets. They literally stitch the design of a pocket on the side of the pants. Like, why would you do that? Why on earth would you do that? Like, it's stupid.
Us men just assume that women just store everything in their vaginas, so they don't need pockets.
Why do you carry a purse everywhere?
I don't carry a purse. It was so funny because I was out with my friend and we both don't carry a purse, and she passed me her stuff. She's like, "Oh, that's right, you don't carry a purse." I'm like, "Yeah, we're both the same people. We don't carry a purse."
I mean, the best part is, like, my wife does carry a purse, so I can give her all my shit to carry whenever we go out. It's fantastic.
Yeah, my daughter's already feeling that struggle.
Rob is the one who carries my stuff a lot of the time. So he's always like,
does Rob have like one of those man purses?
No, he just has pockets.
What?
I only have a wallet and my cell phone, so he just carries my wallet and my cell phone because I don't.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the wedding dress Agnes chose actually had pockets in it.
You need pockets. Like it's pockets. Like just small things can go in there. Like you can throw your cell phone in there. You can throw some cash in there. Like pockets. Like even my running pants. When I buy like a spandex for running, I have to make sure that they have pockets so I can throw my cell phones. When I'm running, I don't have to like carry my phone in my hand. Like it's mandatory. Pockets are mandatory. Anyways, these shorts have pockets.
They're very nice shorts.
Pockets. Yeah, and they're not too short and they're not too long. They're perfectly what I wanted. And they're $5 at fucking Giant Tiger, so I bought every fucking style possible.
Wow.
I
Fancy.
got really excited. So next time I go see you, Greg, you're gonna have my collection of shorts that I got.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, it's funny because like they didn't have the sizes. So I have one pair that's a medium and one pair that's a large or extra large. So the extra large is like loose and kind of falls off. The medium's a little bit tight, and the large is the ones that fit better. But I was like, fuck it, they're stretchy, they'll work. So I bought them all.
All right, well,
are they useful pockets though, or are they just like tiny little pockets?
They're useful. They're like good. No. They're like good size pockets. Like
That's
I could put my phone in. Like they're
oh yeah,
pocket. It's not like perfect, but they're great for shorts.
Yeah.
Like I can have my.
Looking forward to the fashion show. I mean, it wasn't $5, but I mean, this T-shirt's from Old Navy, and it was $12. It's a nice T-shirt.
$5 shorts. My $5 shorts.
$12 shirt. And it's sweat wicking, so I can wear it biking. I have to get some brighter colors though. They had an orange, but they didn't have my size.
Well, these are really soft too. There's a nice material. $5.
Mine is also soft, but it doesn't have any pockets, cheaper. So you got me beat there.
And mine's cheaper.
Yes.
My shirt is Rob's shirt.
I shop at the fancy Old Navy store where they hire 1970s film actors for their commercials.
Perfect.
I actually love Giant Tiger. There just isn't one anywhere near me. Like I love their coffee pods.
So when I lived in Alexandria, for stores, we had Junk 2, which was a drugstore, and we had a Giant Tiger, a small Giant Tiger, and we had Independent. And the Giant Tiger used to close like 5 o'clock every day. Like it was closed really early.
Small towns for you.
And then they moved to a further location and a bigger location. And now they're open until 9 o'clock on certain days. Yep. It was the best thing ever. Oh, sorry. It started off at 7 o'clock. It was open on 7 o'clock on Thursdays. So my mom and I used to go. We used to go shopping after Taibo. So we used to go to Giant Tiger after Taibo and be like, "Oh, this is awesome!" And that was my big excitement. So like, I've only known Giant Tiger for clothes for the longest time because I am not a stylish, fabulous person. I just buy secondhand or Giant Tiger.
I would say you're pretty fabulous. Maybe just not so stylish. Then again, you're talking to me, who's not stylish at all. So
uncouth, Greg.
We got
shorts with pockets. That's all we have to know. And they have
we got fashionista low up there. There he is. There's Nick. And Brandon looks like he's a bit of a fashionista himself.
I usually wear a black T-shirt and jeans, but if I'm going out somewhere to a bar or something, I'll wear a dress shirt and different pants. But
yeah. If you're going, you always have to have your chains on every time you leave work.
Yeah, I do
dress down.
Yeah, I do like my jewelry. I got the gold chain, and I usually have one gold ring on each hand.
Yeah, like that. Like Brandon's like a tough guy. It turned out on the street after he leaves work. Like he doesn't give no fuck.
Jesus. He spits on old ladies as he walks by.
Naughty language. The GT Boutique, yeah. So back in the day when you bought fancier stuff from Giant Tiger, they used to give you the bag, and it used to say GT Boutique on it.
Oh, wow.
I thought that's funny. Because people just call it. I'm like, no, I swear to you, they had bags that actually said GT Boutique on them.
That's funny.
Who's Herc?
I don't know. I'm not sure who Critical Cannon is.
I heard he Herc.
GG Boutique is saying, Rob says GG Boutique. Critical
says,
Cannon says, hey, Herc. I don't know if that's a reference to a cartoon or is it Brandon? Is he Herc secretly?
Hercules.
Is this somebody, a friend of yours there, Brandon?
No.
Herc? My little Hercules?
Not sure. Maybe just some lost fella found his way into our chat.
I hope that someone certain is not driving and messaging at the same time.
No, he would never do that. Although maybe unknown to you, he owns a Tesla and it's self-driving. Jesus.
I don't think Rob would do that.
Maybe he's just on his way to visit you in this new Cybertruck.
Dan's in the chat saying congrats on gradding or something.
He's like more intense than I am. Like I am the left leaning for sure, but he's like,
oh man, I look so forward to offending him this summer.
Honestly, he's very respectful. Like he was in politics, so he's very much like he's gotten it all. So it makes no difference. It's me you have to worry about because I'm
challenge accepted
and like I will get in your face. He's like the quiet, like he's
you've survived 2 different visits with me, so I'm not too worried.
I'm the one. If you do something to him that I don't like, I will.
What if I do something to him that you do like?
Then I won't lose it on you.
Okay.
I feel like that makes sense.
I'm glad we've established those boundaries.
I'm disappointed Dan's not here because Dan's the person who does like his homework and finds like the perfect beer. He's like, guys.
Yeah, Dan. It's not too late to join us, Dan.
I'm just always impressed.
Dan, if you got a beer, pop on. Unless you're servicing your wife.
I mean, pop on. Lady Lee wouldn't mind watching. She's a pervert.
It is
just
you.
Like Dan. Guy needs a beer.
This guy needs a beer.
I'm the number one. I feel like I'm at the top of the pervert hierarchy, but it doesn't mean everyone else can't be perverts too.
Yeah, this shirt I bought like I don't know how many years ago, like 8 years ago at Walmart for $10, and then I outgrew it. Like it ended up, it was like 6 or 7 years ago, and I bought it to wear specifically at one of the Big Axe beer fests. But after I bought this, I got too big to wear it. But now I've lost officially as of today 71 pounds since October 5th.
That's crazy.
So
So basically, like you lost Brandon essentially.
I shed the weight of an entire Brandon.
A little bit more. I'm like 130.
We're pausing for a second.
I'm like 135. Yeah, I'm 135.
It is my celebration. It's not your celebration, Nick. So no, I'm joking.
Yeah, Nick, I'm thinking about you.
Sorry, I don't mean to steal Lady Lee's thunder. We can do like a weight loss video, do light beers. You know, that's actually not a bad idea.
We should definitely celebrate.
We definitely need to.
Why don't we do that in July or something like that? Like do light beers for Nick. I'll be drinking all kinds of sodas.
Yeah. And you said your bike, you've already got 1,000 kilometers in, and it's like
2,000. I crossed 2,000. Year to date, I crossed 2,000. I'm at 2,005 after today's ride.
Okay, and you still have all summer to go. That's wild.
Yeah. I'm not. Like my best year ever was 2,200 kilometers.
Okay,
and in
you already get it almost beat
for 2021, and I'll probably cross that this month. So I'm like,
how many kilometers have you ridden this summer?
Yeah, we're overriding with Lady Lee's night. It's Lady Lee's celebration.
How many kilometers can I run this summer?
How many kilometers have you ridden this summer?
How many kilometers have you ridden there at now? Lately?
Oh, I'm not at that many. This is like after chat talk for like injuries and stuff, but unfortunately I haven't been able to run as much as I want to. But okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Slave
Leah vibes, just saying. Okay.
No, thank you.
Right.
No, thank you.
I didn't see the elbows up thing that apparently somebody deleted from the chat or whatever. I'm like, how are you getting slave Leah from that? I mean, she's not in a metal bikini. I'm trying to understand where you're coming from that, but okay.
I mean, is it the ponytail? Does it look like what Leia had in Return of the Jedi?
I get the ponytail, fair enough, but I mean, I don't know. I don't feel that's quite the vibe. It's like, okay, if she showed up in a metal bikini, sure, but I think you're reaching there, my friend.
And believe me, Greg knows all about reaching.
I do know about reaching. I reach all the time.
No, thank you.
Greg's definitely the reach around kind of guy.
Oh, I can't remember what I was saying now.
Wow, we've gone off the trail.
We've gone off the reservation.
Fuck. No, my ADHD kicked in. I don't remember.
Whoa, we're not. There's no Mina in this chat anyway.
Oh, don't be Mina.
Fuck off. That was actually pretty good.
Oh my god!
Oh, there you go.
All right, I don't need to do this.
You know what's actually a compliment? It's like ponytail, strong female vibes. You know, we're getting strong female vibes from Lady Lee. That is not wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
We definitely love Lady Lee. Anyway, as awkward as it is. Hi.
I will accept that. Fine.
That's okay. Thank you for your view.
Yep.
Also, I'm curious. Critical Canon. Do we know you, or did you just wander in here?
Were you raining on our parade at some point, or?
I thought it was something else.
Are you just Jamie?
Jamie?
Sorry, Lady Lee. Please continue.
I thought it was something else because we've had some really bad experiences. So I appreciate that they corrected themselves. I can accept this. Thank you for the compliment. I went in a different direction because of my past experiences. So yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Anyway,
I will no longer do this disrespect.
We do have people saying strange things, and I'm quite offended because nobody ever sexually harasses me. So come on, why can't you picture me in a metal bikini?
So Dan's talking cooking dinner. He's burning chickens. So all you get is me in the chat tonight. All right, whatever. So,
anyways,
do we want to actually want to talk about our beers?
Sure.
All right, let's put up the Brandinator.
All right. I just finished mine. Actually, it was pretty good. It tasted a lot like real peach. Like the first half, I found like kind of weird, but it was sour too, kind of like fuzzy peaches. But other than that, I didn't really get too many other flavors in it, other than just peach and sour. But I didn't really. At first, too, it kind of seemed a little citrusy, but there's nothing I can see that would really give it citrus notes. But mainly it tasted, out of all peach drinks I've ever had, it tasted more like natural, like real peaches than any drinks I've ever had. But that's pretty much all I got really out of it.
Yeah, I saw that there. I might
Really sour, and even compared to like other sours I've had, it's really like fuzzy peach candy sour kind of. They're not really sour, but it's just kind of between that and sour. It was, I don't know. It was good. If you like peach, it was good.
Sounds good. All right, so what did you give it for rating?
I would give it probably an 8 for what it is. If I'm looking for something fruity and sour in a sour, yeah, I'd give it an 8.
All right, so is that for style or overall, or it's just like like style of a flavored sour?
Yeah, for a flavored sour, I'd give it an 8.
Okay. It's like 8 and 8.
Yeah, I'd say.
All right. So actually, that sounds really good. I'm gonna have to check that out. If you like that one, there's another one that Tide and Boar makes. You can buy at the liquor store called Millions of Peaches.
Oh, I've had that a couple times.
Yeah, that one's awesome. I know Lately loves that. I've done that a number of times for Lately. So
yeah, it's comparable to that. I find this more sour though. I don't know, slightly more of a tangy sour to it.
All right. Thanks, Brandon, on that one. Let's go over to the Greggy.
Hi, Nick.
Fucking on his thumb for some reson.
I am. Well, I had an itch, so rather than scratch, I decided to chew on it. Because why not?
Is a Greg.
I don't know if this dude. I think whoever this critical can person might know Brandon, because he seems to be chatting about Brandon.
Is this a Mr. Lee sock account? Well, he's not sucking up to Lee, so I. What the fuck? Let's talk about past trauma more, like Brandon guzzling fuzzy peaches and muffin pies for clutch box. What the fuck? It's our fizzy peace out candy.
There's chances might be Jamie. I'm thinking now.
Oh, thanks, Brandon. I give you your in-depth peach analysis. Love the Canuck Hitler stash. What the fuck? Okay.
It was just really peachy.
All right, so we lost big time. Yeah, who cares? All right, so keep going.
Dan. I like Dan's choices. He puts thought.
Oh yeah, Dan's usually pretty fucking good at picking beers. So don't be too hard on yourself. You never know lately. If all you have is like flavored pastry stouts at the moment, yeah, you probably lose.
Dan takes his choices very seriously.
I always appreciate like why he like literally thinks about it. He's like, this is the reason I picked this, and he puts like so much thought into it. So even if it's something I totally wouldn't enjoy, I know he would like put so much thought in the process of like why.
Yeah,
anyways,
we might poke fun. We might poke fun a lot at Dan, but we do love Dan, and he is actually a pretty smart cookie when it comes to picking shit out.
He is. That's why he usually wins the BYOBs.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he wins that often.
Right, yeah. Well,
he wins more often than the rest of us.
More than you do.
That's it. No, I don't.
Probably, because I put 0 thought into it. Just remember.
Holy fuck. I beat him one time, and I got super excited. But no, he puts thought, and he understands.
That's the official certificate.
The official certificate of Lately being better than Dan.
My glasses are hot in here.
I still love that my cleaning lady thinks I'm a fucking serial killer because she found all those pictures of Lady Lee and just made them do it for me and put them on the certificate. I'm just like, oh, and then you think I'm weird, but thank you.
Well, yeah, we think
you are weird.
But...
For those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't know where they came from, I think it was Lady Lee's birthday a couple years ago or something. I printed out those pictures. I put them on cans. But then when I was done with them, I tore them all off. I just left them on the table, and then my cleaning lady found them all. So she's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna put them into like a bouquet for you." And I'm like, "All right, I'm keeping this now. This is art." So yeah, there we go. So that'll be evidence in the future trial.
If I disappear ever, please check Greg's pool.
Yeah, you'll be floating around with the rest of the other bodily fluids.
I was gonna say I wouldn't keep her in the pool. I would. And plus the chlorine in the pool gets rid of the DNA evidence pretty quickly. So I mean,
he's not Paul.
Well,
no,
yeah,
but
you might
probably end up in the pool. I would willingly end up in your pool. Yeah, all you do is like bring me food and beer and in the pool, and I'm like, okay, yeah, why would I leave? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like the perfect life.
So. Anyways, I'm basically done this beer. So the thing I like about double IPAs and triple IPAs is that they usually balance them better than single IPAs, and that's why I've had two beers. I've had 3 IPAs from this. I've had a double, a single, and a triple, and this is the best of the bunch so far. The single IPA was the worst one because it was just chewing on a fucking grapefruit rind, whatever. The double is not bad, and this one has a nice malt backbone that kind of, it is definitely very grapefruity, but it kind of is balanced by the malt on it. Very tasty. I mean, just the fact that I'm barely just trying to hold on to this beer just to finish it for the review. Yeah, it's fucking delicious. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a triple IPA, delicious. Like lately, it's a 9. It's almost perfect, but not quite. So, yeah, just for whatever style, personal preference, they're both kind of in that ballpark. So 9 and 9 is good.
9. So what's that for the nothingness? The return to nothingness?
Yeah, I haven't actually opened a second beer. Are we doing a second beer as well?
Yeah, they were doing second.
Do you want to come back? We can come back to you.
I'm gonna grab something else too.
You can go back, but okay. Well, lately,
Brian's gonna grab a second beer. All right,
there we go. Well, lately, I'll let you pick since it's your birthday graduation. Do you want me to do the stout or do you want me to just do another IPA?
I won't pick the stout, but if you want to do the stout, you can do the stout because you bought it specifically. So.
No, I didn't buy it specifically. I'll drink it either way. It makes no difference. If you'd rather me do an IPA, I can do an IPA.
What's the IPA?
It is Kangaroo Wants to Fight. So you could be like Lady Lee Wants to Fight.
You have to explain why it represents me for graduation.
Because she likes to fight things, and also the kangaroo kind of looks like it has boobies. So there you go.
And when you see Lady Lee, you think box.
Yeah, I mean, I always think this is like Lady Lee. She's like, "What? You said something to offend me? I'm going to punch you."
Hey, well, which one's got the better boxing animal on the can?
You assaulted Rob in his man purse. Punch, punch, punch. And I'm just shaking the beer up.
I would fight people for Rob.
There you go.
I am insulted when that the comment of the kangaroo wasn't the fact that I did kickboxing. I was a kickboxer. So fuck you, Greg.
I didn't know you when you were kickboxing. So that's a different life.
It's like
you're probably a native at one point too, but
see, that's why I need Dan here. Dan is like perfect. Dan is like, I know exactly what it is.
Wow. Well, see, that's why you're
Dan pays attention, even though we don't think he does.
Anyways, yes, do the IPA, please.
All right. So it is the Kangaroo GLB Kangaroo Wants to Fight is your second beer.
Yes.
I'll do. If she wants to do the Kangaroo Wants to Fight, I'll do the Kangaroo Wants to Fight.
Versus your boxing beaver, Nick. It's Canada versus Australia.
All right, so we have to do like rabbit. We're gonna come back to Greg now. Brandon, I think he said he had a second beer.
Yeah, just pouring it up. It's I never even really looked into it.
Orange creamsicle.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, orange creamsicle sour.
Hey, you're drinking that now?
Recently had that one.
Yeah, I've never had it before from Collective Arts.
You're drinking that now, huh?
Yeah, it's my
spoilers.
Time.
All right. You want to circle back once you've had a chance to taste that one?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let me talk about my beers. So, all right, I'm going to start with the Three Fontaines Gueuze. Oh, man. I love a good lambic, and this is one of the finest. I feel like a lambic is definitely an acquired taste because it's kind of one of those beers like you really got to know what to expect out of a lambic to know what a good lambic is. They are definitely more like a very lemony, very tart, very nuanced beer. But it's hard to find one that's very well made. Like there isn't like one brewery from Belgium that puts a lot of sugar into their fucking lambics called Mort Subit that are basically like wine cooler beers. But and I do love them. But when it comes to a good lambic, these guys, like I find a good lambic are the ones that are like OG, that are nice, super tart, refreshing tasting beers that are like when you drink them, they have like this air of quality to them, and and also taste amazing in the same department. So this one here, like as I've said, Three Fountain Inn is one of the best makers of Belgian lambics. I got like this one and Three Fountain Inns and what's the other one? Not Lindemann's. Lindemann's kind of skewing more towards Mort Subit. Fuck, I have to look it up. I actually, you know what? Lindemann's actually does make some great stuff. Like I'm actually drinking this out of a Lindemann's glass. Their old goose is actually pretty fucking tasty and it's very similar to this, but I think this is better. So this one here, when I drink it, I'm smelling it. I'm getting like pithy lemon zest. It's floral. I'm getting like lemon and orange citrus notes off of it. Like a subtle hint in the background of a blue cheese funk, like that little bit, like not cheesy, but like that little like not moldy, but like yeasty funk that comes out in the background that makes you like think of blue cheese a little. It's tart. It's maybe slightly briny, like a little salty, but it's like acidic, almost like a bit of a vinegar way, but like very subtle, gentle, nice, easy drinking, and very, very tart and refreshing with a nice lemony, funky finish, and it's mouth puckering. This stuff fucking rocks. I love this beer. There's nothing really to not like about it.
I started singing songs. I apologize.
It's all good. It's that ADHD thing. I do it too.
Goodness, it was bad today. Now I'm drinking. It makes it worse.
Anyway, so as far as old gooses
you guys should start an ADHD choir.
As far as old gooses go, for the style, 9.5, 9.5. This stuff fucking rocks. 9 for overall enjoyment. This is a great fucking beer. Oh yeah, definitely worth the $15, but it's not something I would buy a lot of. But like if you're looking for a good lambic, this is fucking great.
Sorry, I like the expression.
Chef's kiss,
I like the sound effects. And your next one.
Sounds like an orgasm. All right, you want to talk about my other one too?
Oh my god, I have a story for that later.
I have palate cleanser.
I too have an orgasm story.
All right, so my you know what, that soul still tastes pretty fucking good after like usually I'll drink like a middle beer or something like that.
I like it better than Corona.
To do. Yeah, I love the soul. I've been addicted to these lately. I've been drinking. This is like my 31st bottle I bought and drank last month. Great fucking beer. And I was just saying, like that stuff. Like after you drink a quality beer and go to another beer, like was okay. It kind of tastes like shit. This still tastes good. That's a fucking good beer. All right, so Glorious and Free to collaboration beer from Trailway in Dominion City. So the first note that I get off the top of this one is it smells like lemon limey, but in the sense like lemon lime Fruit Loops. It almost reminds me like the smell of a bowl of Fruit Loops, but specifically if you were to pick out the green and the yellow ones and then make a bowl, like get rid of the cherry and then just have a bowl of lemon lime lime Fruit Loops in a bowl. It kind of smells a bit like that. Whereas it's got that lemon and lime taste, not quite like you would get in a bottle of Sprite, but maybe a lighter, but somehow sweeter. I don't know where this. It's not that this is a beer that's sugary. It's not at all. It's just kind of got that kind of smell to it that really kind of makes you think of like Fruit Loops. And when you drink it, you get that lemon, you get that lime. Yeah, it's pithy. It's got maybe a hint of white grapefruit, and like the sour, like not the sourness, the bitterness. Hints of grapefruit and passion fruit. Very lightly sweet. It's a really super nice drinking IPA that definitely has a nice focus on being lemon and lime. I don't know what hops they used in this beer. I would love to know. It almost kind of strikes me as like, what's that, Idaho 18 or Idaho 17 or something like that. That it kind of reminds me of like that lemon lime kind of flavor, and I'm digging it. I think this is a really well made IPA. I mean, as far as a collaboration beer goes, I would say that it's pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's like over the top great, but I'm okay with this. This is pretty tasty. And I fucking love the can art. And like you were saying, like Leah was a kickboxer. I guess that's and Ghost Beaver kick. Gotta love the beaver. Definitely an Arrow approved beer. So yeah, I would say I'm gonna give it 8 for the style, 8 for overall enjoyment. I do really like this one. I might have to get another can of this before they're gone and do an actual Maxwell Star beer review. But
ooh,
pretty tasty. Really enjoying that one as well. So I finished that review. What we're gonna go over to the comments and just read a couple of what's.
Do I get to review my beer first?
Yes.
Thank you. First of all, fuck you to a lot of the comments.
They've been.
We're off the rails. Anyway,
he's gone now.
They're probably, I don't know, I assume they're not in the chat anymore, or I mean, not watching this video anymore, but if they are curious about like pronouns, it's whatever the fuck they want their pronouns to be. So fuck you. Don't even bother. Don't even try with that shit. Yeah, anyways, never mind the rest of the shit. I don't even get started because I can like literally fucking read this person back and forth a million times over. This beer is fucking delicious. I think it's really hard to tell because I don't remember the taste. I want to say like I don't remember it having like as much of a wine taste that it does. And I think it's because I waited so long. I don't know if I did. I might be talking about my ass. It could just be a whole psychological thing. Who knows? Because I really don't have experience with this. It could just literally just be me saying like, yeah, sure, whatever Ashley said, I believe him. But I'm kind of excited that I got to do this. One, because I got to enjoy this beer like 2 years later after like the first time I discovered it. And this was like the first time I ever had a 10 out of 10 beer, like for everything. Like it's really fun to re-experience because now I have tried so many other beers that I've enjoyed. But it's really interesting. I'm really, really trying to pace myself. Like I've been forcing myself not to drink as quickly because it just goes down so fucking smooth. Like this beer, it was funny because I was reading the comments on LCBO and I intentionally made a comment to like counter somebody else's comment because someone like shat on it. And I was like, no, fuck you. This beer's so great. This is years ago. This is 2 years ago. Anyways, I'm rambling. Just great. I don't know. It's really fucking delicious. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they did. I don't know how they did it. They just did it right. Like I remember just falling in love with it like 2 years ago. And now I open this bottle and it still hits me with the same thing. Like it tastes so fucking good. Like this is the one that kind of put me on Belgians because it was like that path towards it. It was the first time discovering Belgians. It has that like kind of little bit of sweetness to it, but not too much. I don't know. It just tastes really fucking good. It has a little bit of a wine taste in the background. It just has depth to it. It's just like, it's one of those things where you like, take your first sip and you have like an experience the whole way through. Like it's just, it starts off and you have like this one flavor, it gets to the end, you have another flavor. I can't really describe what it exactly tastes like, but it's really like a whole adventure throughout. Like it's great. It's just a beer with like a lot of personality. I'm not going to change my vote. It's still going to be a 10 out of 10. Like I'm still fucking obsessed with this shit. I wish this is a beer I could regularly buy, but I cannot. Mind you, even if I could regularly buy it, it's still fucking expensive. So I wouldn't go entirely nuts on it. But as a celebratory beer, definitely hits my list. Definitely one of those that, like, if this was regularly on there and I had to celebrate something, this is definitely the one I'd grab. Like, it just a little bit more expensive, yes, but god damn it, like, does it ever give you a fucking trip? Like, it's just so fucking good. I love it. The end.
All right. So what do you give for rating?
Yeah, so it wasn't the end.
Did no one hear? I said 10 out of 10.
Oh,
all
okay.
the way through.
10s and 10s.
Nobody was listening. Fuck all y'all.
Well, we're just used to you droning on for a while, and then we just let you talk.
You know what? You were supposed to be an ADHD ally person, but you were a dick. So,
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Wow, Nick, I'm supposed to.
I'm sorry.
You just jumped to the front of the line of Nick's getting kickboxed by a kangaroo.
Yeah.
So I'm trying really hard. I'm literally Rob is like less than an hour away, and I'm trying to save this like a little bit for him. So,
nah, don't
Rob,
save
you're
for
listening. Hurry your ass home because
chug,
I'm gonna drink
chug. All right. So you
well, he doesn't have his super fast V8 engine anymore, so he's slow now.
He's a V6.
Oh,
so yeah, he's slowed down.
Oh, I guess he's like moving at 3/4 the speed then. All right. So let's go over. I'm gonna go to Brandon and see what he thinks about this orange creamsicle now.
This is good. It literally just, I love mimosas, and it tastes just like a mimosa. It doesn't even have the consistency of beer or the taste. It literally just tastes like you took a mimosa and melted a creamsicle in it. And I give it a 9 on everything. It's really good. But that's the thing. It doesn't even taste like a beer at all. Like, I would not have guessed at all it's a beer by drinking it. It tastes to me more like a mimosa with like creamsicle taste. But yeah, it's good.
I agree. I do agree.
Give it 9. But it's like it's the first beer I've had that was the most far away from anything to do with the beer tasting. Like, I would not guess it's even a beer.
All right. And you're saying it's probably worth buying again, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no. I'll definitely buy a few this summer for sure.
All right.
Almost like when we decide to review it, you should be on the show.
Almost like maybe in 2 weeks' time when we do another beer. Exactly.
Oh, next week? That's what we're doing next week?
No, not next week. The week after next week. So 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
All right. Spoilers. All right. So let's go. Thank you, Brandon. Let's go over to Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hello. So they don't describe exactly, but what I believe this beer is the Octopus Wants to Fight. I think they use the same malt, same yeast, but they use more New Zealand style hops. Thank you, Nick. So they say Nelson Sauvin, Motueka, Superdelic, and Galaxy hops. This juicy West Coast IPA packs a punch of 1,000 boxing kangaroos. I would like to know how they measure that. How do you know it packs the punch of 1,000 boxing kangaroos? But anyways, it kind of tastes like an Octopus Wants to Fight to a limited degree. The hops are very much more of a, like, they give it more of a hazy taste, even though this is not hazy in look by any means. I'd almost think this beer might be good if I can grab a few more of them this week when I pop over to GLB. I probably will, because I think this beer could use a little bit of aging, because right now it's got a little bit of that hop burn to it. So not necessarily the most desirable flavors, but it's pretty good overall. To be honest, if if I hadn't drank it right after this beer, which again, this beer was excellent, I think I'd probably be rating this higher. But I think I had Untapped. I think I may have given this an 8.5, if I'm not mistaken or not. Right now, drinking it, it's a solid beer. I recommend people try it if you can, which means if you're near GLB, try it. If you're not, then you won't. But again, it's nothing special. I'd go. I just go 7.5 across the board, where it's a solid beer, but I do feel that it was maybe released prematurely. Like I do feel this could probably take another 2 weeks of aging, and it would probably actually be a little bit better. But still, 7.5 is not bad at all. So.
7.5 is all around.
Yeah,
it sounds like is it Australian hops? Like that makes sense for name Kangaroo Wants to Fight.
Yeah, that's what I believe. It's I'm not sure if these are Australian or New Zealand, but Nelson Sauvin, Motueka, Superdelic, and Galaxy. So I don't know. I haven't done the research if those are Australian or New Zealand or where they're from, but it does kind of like compare. It does kind of have a bit of that flavor of like to a few other New Zealand IPAs I've had. I haven't had too many of them, but I do get that flavor. But I also get that vegetal hop burn that kind of a lot of fresh hop IPAs tend to have, and not necessarily the most appealing thing in the world. So that's the only thing that kind of holds it back for me. Is it just a little bit could be a little smoother on that front, but. Otherwise, it's pretty good. Like I would, if I can get a few more of these cans, I'll sit on them for a couple weeks and see how they are. Say like
they have
like or so.
Yeah, the way like Riverwind Chad used to do that whole like when's the best time to drink it? Like obviously too fresh is too fresh, and then too old is too old. But there's a sweet spot.
I mean, I always believe the time to drink it should be when the brewery sells it to me. So I mean, I hold it against the brewery if they release it too early. But as I said, again, this isn't a bad beer. 7.5 is not a bad rating at all. But I do feel this could be a little bit better if it was. I also do think I liked it more the first time I had it. So take that with a grain of salt. It could be maybe after drinking this beer, maybe it's affected my taste buds. But I'm just reviewing the beer as it is right now. I'm not going on past tastings. So
I would think it's gonna have something to do with Australia if they're putting a kangaroo on there. I don't know.
Australia, gonna give you the boot.
Gotta get a root.
Remember that old soup
fight with a roux, eh?
The boot part.
Gonna get in a fight with a roux. All right.
I don't know what's being said right now.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get to the comments in a bit. We'll discuss what Lady Lee likes. I actually want to put myself on here because I'm thinking like I want the real reason, like real winner for me, for my own personal purposes of what beer is better. So I'm gonna do a Cuvee. So that I'm gonna have my Cuvee of my Glorious and Free IPA with my rest of my Lambic, and I'm gonna add a little Soul for good measure, and then just like mix that up and see what does this beer taste like.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad. Like it's not as tartan. Like it's not as tart as the Lambic is, but it's still got a lot of those flavors mixed in with the lemon lime, and of course the Soul is like filler.
Oh my goodness!
Smile things out like it's like, oh, this is really good actually.
Greg, I don't see your comments anymore.
What's that? What?
I don't see your comments anymore.
Oh, did Leah remove my comments?
No, I just don't see them anymore. Anyway, sorry. Go on, Nick. I just laughed at that.
Me? What?
It was supposed to be Mr., but it fucking spell checked me. Calm down, Mr. Russell.
Let's read the comments here. I was gonna go. So Beers for Days is like, what's next week's beer? Lee Russell's saying what's next week's beer. Lee's next week's beer. So everybody wants to know what next week's beer is, but we're gonna have to wait because Lee has to pick the winner for tonight.
You have to read how they're being said because we're doing it in very clever ways. I can do it. I'm fine with it because I'm enjoying this.
What might the next beers and beers being reviewed on this channel? What next would be?
He said, "Hey, this show is going to do a beer next week. What is it?" And then I said, hey, there is a beer that might have a review that is happening next week, Wednesday. What might it be? And then he said, say this show reviewed beers. If it did, what would it be? What would it review next week? You know, beer-wise. And then I said, it appears that beers are reviewed on this channel. What might the next one be? I'm appreciating the cleverness for these.
We review beers on this channel? Really?
Apparently.
I thought this was a pocket.
I wrote the wrong beat. Funny.
Yeah, and then most of the comments in the last little while are all about what's next week's beer. So.
Great, I love it. I love that it's like ways of saying it.
So I think the big question is what's next week's beer. We'll tell you what next week's beer is. We may have already seen it on this chat, but we're going to talk about what Lady Lee likes to. What beer did you like tonight?
All right,
tell us your turn-ons and turn-offs.
There were some really interesting beers. I feel like an easy way to get to my heart is peach, which is I fucking love peach.
Oh shit!
Oh.
But I have this thing about celebrating when you're like, you know what, I'm gonna celebrate something. It doesn't happen too often. I'm gonna splurge myself a little bit. So it's gonna be Nick's beer.
That sounds good.
The description sounded really good. I thought it was really interesting. It's one I haven't had lambic before, so I don't even know what it tastes like. So I am curious about that on that sense. But just the way that you described it, it's one of those things where it's a little bit more expensive, so I'm a little bit more curious to try it. So it's like a treat me because you're graduating, so you're treating yourself.
Totally should try one of these at some point. It would be awesome. We need to do a lambic. If there's any Ontario lambics, we should totally do a lambic night on BA101. All right. So now we got the woman's opinion on this. We're gonna see what the men think. So we're gonna go around to Greg and just ask him what beer did you think was the best one tonight?
Well, now that we got the man's opinion going on, is it which one do I want? Because I was gonna say
which one would you rather have tried? We're gonna ask Lee too, but like obviously Lee's probably the lambic. But
see, I'd have to check on Tapped. I think I've had Nick's. I think
Lee's opinion matters the most here, so I just want to say that. All right.
Yeah. Well, the thing I'm saying, if we're doing on the base of what would I rather try, I'm pretty sure I've had Nick's, and I know I've had Lady Lee's. So realistically, it would be Brandon.
2-year-old Lady Lee's? Hold on, 2-year-old Lady Lee's.
No, I don't think I've had a 2-year-old Lady Lee's.
Which one of Brandon's? He has two. Remember?
I don't know. The cream skull one.
That's one we can get.
Yeah, that was good.
You haven't had the cream
skull like mimosa.
Well, I haven't tried it yet. I have it literally sitting in my fridge over there. I haven't tried it yet. I'm waiting to review it on your little show, Nick.
All right, so
technically, that's the one I want to try because I'm pretty sure I've had the other two. So
spoilers, Greg. All right, so let's move along. Let's get Brandon's thought of the beers you heard tonight. Which one would you like to try?
I'll go with yours, Nick, too, because I've never even had that style at all.
Oh, lambic? Oh yeah.
No.
I still
that sounds interesting for sure.
All right, and of course, Lately, your thoughts are the lambic. Still, for which one you'd like to try?
Yeah, it's a celebration.
Sounds the most unique.
All right.
Sounds the most unique.
Nick, what's your vote? Tell us what you would vote for. And just give me any votes, and I should deserve it.
Okay, yeah, you know what, Lately, you've got my vote because I would love to have tried that Henderson beer, closely followed by Greg's because I'm curious if the kangaroo wants to fight. But Lately wins here because Lately is awesome, and that's the whole reason why we're having it.
I want to try, Nick. Just saying.
Lately's really the winner, but I guess I'm winning tonight. So
you are winning, yes. Yay!
Yours seems like the most unique.
I'm winning with my Kubi
that I've never had before. So.
All right, Lee.
All right.
Posted another comment. He said, "I heard a rumor that beers were put under analysis on a show like this. Perhaps, maybe even this show. So say that's correct. What beer would this show do in theory? If indeed that was a thing you would do."
Wow.
Whatever. Show me. I don't have time or energy to write something that's clever. So Lee, you win.
Is that a fancy way of saying, "Hey, this show doing a beer next week"? What is it?
We're not doing
because.
Oh wait, we are doing a beer next week. Not.
What the fuck?
Well, we could do a beer. It's going to depend on attendance, and I don't believe Lady Lee will be available next week. So, do we have other people who are available next week?
Here's the deal. We are going to do this beer, the Orange Creamsicle from Collective Arts. No shit, we're going to do Collective Arts beers. This is Sour number 32. And yes, this is the same one that Brandon just drank as his second beer. But we're not doing this next week. We are going to do this 2 weeks from now, because next week's just going to be a hangout because Lady Lee's not around next week because she's graduating. That's the whole reason we've had this episode tonight.
Wait, she's graduating? I didn't know this.
Yeah. So unless Dan's around or Brandon's around, it's just going to be an episode of me and Greg, and that's no fun. So we're just going to see what next week.
That's a weird. I was going to say. I mean, we could do. We should.
I'm on work, so I might have to pop off. But yeah.
Well, let's listen to Brandon. Brandon, are they paying you? No. So you get drunk. Get all the drunk you want.
Well, and have a drink, but I might pop if I
was gonna say, I mean, like we could do potentially a BYOB.
Oh yeah, next week you're on call, are you?
Yeah, so I probably will be on because I'm not really going anywhere. But
we could do a BYOB of some sort instead of a hangout. But we'll decide.
I still do a beer when I'm on call. I just don't go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It might be the only beer I have.
All right. On the weekend.
So yeah, next week. Next week's a hangout, unless we decide to do something different, and then the week after we're doing Orange Creamsicle for Collective Arts again. So you want to buy a second can of that, Brandon? Go right ahead.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I'll buy more of those. They're good.
All right. So.
And remember, if your work's not paying you for it, just chug a bottle of whiskey and then answer those calls completely sloshed.
Oh. Okay, yeah, Greg, your messages are not showing up for me anymore.
Oh, really?
Here's for days is saying happy grad.
Huh. The last message I sent was the Mr. Russell thing or me Russell.
I don't see him on my thing. Like I do not see your name on my thing.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I saw him last week. Like that's weird.
I definitely did not block you. I can see your messages now. I couldn't see your messages for the longest time. So
write something. Write anything.
Okay. Hello, Lee.
Don't tell me out loud. Type it and send it.
Look, see there it says. See?
Oh, you're talking about in here in the chat in the comments?
Yeah, it should be right.
You can't see his?
No, I can't see his.
That's weird. Yeah, they're showing up here.
Hello, Lee. I did not ban him. Maybe it's a weird device thing as him as usual. Yeah, it's just Greg being Greg. Hello, Lee.
See, there's my message. I don't know. I can see Lady Lee's comments now. So
I love that Greg's picture on YouTube is still Joe.
Oh yeah. That's like a 10-year-old picture. I'm keeping it forever.
I do see his comment.
And one day when Joe dies, I'm gonna print that picture and put it on his grave.
It'd be Joe's obituary. All right, I think we've done enough here damage tonight. Who killed those women?
I think you have me blocked, honestly, because like I cannot access.
I can see your stuff. Well, hold on, let me.
Because like, I'm looking at it says this channel does not have any content.
No, look, because it gives me the option to block you. See, I click on you, and it gives me the option to block you. See, Mighty Tiny All Star.
Why can't I see?
But you're not blocked. Like,
do you have me restricted?
I don't have anything. I don't have you anything. I've never. You have me
restricted because I can click on it, but it doesn't even show me your videos. I can't even see your.
How do I restrict somebody? How do I unrestrict somebody? Why would I even have you?
Live chat.
I figured that we could figure this shit out online. So try
live chat. Hold on, it's live chat. It's live chat. You have to be patient and wait.
Try live chat. Top chat option.
Yeah, Greg. Well, we're not waiting that long, so I'm going to take this offline. Thank you. I guess I'm the winner of Lady Lee's celebration beers.
You are the winner. You are the winner. Yay. Thank you for celebrating me. I love that.
All right.
No, you don't show up. You don't show up on mine, Greg.
All right.
You blocked me.
I did not block you. I literally have the option to block you, and I have not.
Fuck you, Greg.
I can't see.
Fuck me.